Before we highlight the best and most challenging car shipping locations in this state, generally speaking, the best car shipping locations are going to be the biggest cities, followed by those locations on or near interstates. You'll have the quickest and least expensive auto transports from these locations. The most challenging car shipping locations are going to be in remote towns and cities. These are towns and cities that are more than 50 miles away from major cities or interstates. It takes more time and costs more money to ship a car to or from these remote locations. With these general guidelines in mind, let's look at the best and most challenging car shipping locations in this state. All right, as we look at the state of Kansas, your best car shipping locations are going to start with the state's largest city and largest metropolitan area, Kansas City, on the eastern side of the state. So that's over here. Lots of interstates serving this metropolitan area, so you usually won't have too much of a difficult time shipping cars to or from this area. Of course, it depends on the other side of the route, but Kansas City is definitely going to be the best car shipping location in Kansas. Other good locations are the cities just west of Kansas City along I-70. Those include cities like Topeka, even Manhattan, which is, a little bit off of I-70, but still, near the interstate there, Junction City. So basically this corridor here, that's your sweet spot as far as best car shipping locations in Kansas. Another good area is in Wichita, another good, heavily populated city in the state, served by a very busy interstate, I-35, running north and south, or south and north, however you want to describe that, going through the state there. So those are the two best kind of areas of the state that you're going to have the best luck in terms of shipping cars to and from. Now, as we switch to the more challenging car shipping locations in the state, really anything in western Kansas can be challenging. So if I draw a line here, about here, anything to the west of that line, anything here on the western side of the state can be challenging. As you look at this part of the state, there's hardly any interstates. Yes, you do have I-70 running along the northern section of the state here in western Kansas, but that interstate only comes into play if you're going west or east or west in and out of the state. But otherwise, with the exception of that interstate, there aren't even a lot of heavy populated towns and cities along that interstate. So the end result is car carriers just are not going to this section or this half of the state on a regular basis. So that means your transport will probably take a little bit more time and cost a little bit more money than, let's say, these locations that I highlighted here at the beginning of this video. So stay away from the western half of Kansas if you can. To find out what it costs to ship a car to or from Kansas, get an instant quote on our website at www.jnstransport.com.